Oh, say hello, good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Elias, Odimar, Ricardo, and Julia. Today you talk about the importance of continuous learning and education. Julia, it's your first time here in Talk and Talk? Julia?
No.
No?
I'm sorry. Um, it's not my first time here talking. I start doing conversation here. I think in 2022. Um, doing many years when I hear in Talk, but I think it's my first time with you.
All right, no problem. Because I will explain how works the Talk and Talk, but it's okay, no? I will start with a presentation, all right? I'm Bruna. I live in Brasília. I'm married. I have two sons. I graduated in physiotherapy and physical education. Now I work in public service in the administration area. What more about me? In my free time, I love it to dance, and special for her at this moment. I love it to ride a bike at the park here in Brasília. And what else? I love to read. And that's it. And you, Elias, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, I'm Elias. I'm 37. I live in Teresópolis, Rio de Janeiro. Teresópolis is a small city on the countryside of Rio de Janeiro. It takes about 2 hours from capital. Here on Teresópolis is CBF, Brazilian Football Club concentration. Uh, I married. I'm married. I have no kids. I have no pets. I work with IT since 2008. This year made 16 years. On my free time, I like to listen to music, go to the cinema, but nowadays I don't went too much to the cinema. And I enjoy Japanese food.
So nice. Thank you, Elias. I love Japanese foods too. So thank you. Jean, can you introduce yourself? Good morning.
Good morning, guys. My name is Jean. I'm from Ribeirão Preto. It's a countryside of São Paulo. I am a product designer for, I think, almost 12 years, I guess. I am married and I live here with my wife and our little dog called Margot. It's a dachshund. It's a sausage in Brazil. Yeah, that's it. In my free time, I enjoy go to the movies, cinema, drink coffee, sometimes beer, and I just like to eat. Not Japanese food, sorry. I don't eat fish or anything under the sea. I just, I don't know. Brazilian food, Italian food, French food, American food, every kind of food, just not
Not
Japanese food.
Japanese. All
You have
right.
to try, Jan. You have to try.
I tried, but I can't. I just can't. I don't like taste of the. I don't know, fish or kinds of fish. How can I shrink? I guess.
Yeah.
No, I try a lot, but mm-mm.
I understand. So thank you, Jean. And you, Julia, can you introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi guys, my name is Julia. I am 19 years old and I love to talk about this because I always am the most young people in this conversation and I love this fact. Um, talk about more things about myself. I live in São Paulo, to be more specific, one city who call in Osasco. I am a person who likes to do a lot of things. For example, I like to dance, I like to reading, I like to pass my free time with my family and with my cat. I have a tree, I love cats. And the talking about the same subjects with your guys, I really love Japanese food. To me, it's so good food, and I eat a lot of these things. And the I am a person who really loves to learn in English. I started in 2021, but now I'm focus more things about my speaking and improve this with talking. So that's me.
All right. Thank you,
I,
Julia.
I have a question for Julia and Bruna.
Go ahead.
You two like to dancing. In your opinion, means that she know to dancing are more attractive for you?
With me,
Yes, and for Julia too.
Julia?
Cause
I don't know.
I heard some
Go ahead.
I heard something about it in the past. Just a curiosity.
Oh, I don't have problem with the dance. If the man don't know the dance, it's okay. I think you need to practice every time, no? Like the English, like the language, it's the same with the dance. You need to practice. It's that's the question. I don't
Yes,
understand
yes,
maybe. Yeah.
yes. And about you, Julia. In your opinion, is more men that know how to dance is more attractive.
So I never think about this topic. Um, but I think my answer is same of the I forget your name. Sorry, Bruna. I think he have a lot of men who have a talent to dance and they need to practice more. And I think this ability of dance and the art in general is so good for women and for men. And I think dance is so attractive for two genders. And I doing a class of ballet for a lot of years and have men who doing class sometimes is great the dance sometimes it's not, but I think this is not a problem because it's important to practice what you want, what you like it. And I really think it's nice to when a man's dance. I think he's great, and if you
Yeah.
don't dance good, it's okay. In, this important is have fun.
Okay,
Okay.
thanks for the answer. I just asked because I remember a article, something on the internet or on the news. I don't know. It's a long time.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So I will split yours, all right? Because I think it's better for us. I break out the room, all right? And if you receive a message, please accept this, all right? And we'll continue with the presentation. Who with don't a presentation with me, all right? Go ahead. Something it's very important. Please respect others' times, please. Don't talk too much. It's important everybody to practice, all right? So, se controlem, por favor, and be respect. It's very important, all right? I put the chat, the questions. If you need to change the subject, don't worry about this. I understand that it's more important the practice in English and whatever and the other things, all right? So see you soon. And 10 minutes before to finish, I come back you all. If you receive, please accept, all right? Osmar, can you introduce yourself, please?
Okay, my name is Odimar, 50 years old. I live in São Paulo, married. I work many years at IT area at Banco Itaú, especially in fraud prevention. It's my specialty. And I'm unemployed and looking for another position, especially in a foreign company. So it's very nice to be here, talk with you in English because, for example, I had 5 interviews so far. 3 of them were in English. So it's very important to be here. Nice, very nice. Thank you.
Yeah, so nice. Good look for you. So let's go to start the questions, all right? How has continuous learning contributed to your personal and professional growth? Odimar, you said about you do the many interview. What do you think about these questions? Your mic is off.
I muted myself, sorry. The last company that was Banco Itaú, it was like a mantra. Lifelong learning is like a mantra for them. Because technology is a thing that changed too fast. And then, so in my working area, it's almost impossible you do not learn something new. It's almost an obligation. But if you have to, if you apply to your life as a thing you practice as a habit, I think it's more fun. Okay,
Exactly.
I think for me is this.
Today, you don't think it's only for your professional
No,
life, no? All right.
no, it's for example, in the last years, 2 years, I started learning 3D printing. And now I think I can 3D printing many things to my house for not for to sell things, but for me, so like a
Oh,
hobby. Okay.
so
So
nice.
I think that I learned recently.
Yeah. I understand that continuous learning is a great opportunity to expand the knowledge, skills, the other skills, like you said, and perspective, no? For example, I started to learning French in the last year, and I don't have a specific goals for this, no? But maybe it's when I go at the country that francophone, maybe it's possible to use, but not specific like the English, because it's maybe open the other door for me in the job.
Sure.
But
Sure.
I understand it's so nice when, like you said, when you learn to learning, it's very important. No? So
Yes.
go ahead, John. What do you think about this? It's very important for you, continuous learning, how contribute in your personal and professional growth.
Yeah. Firstly, for me, it's difficult to split my personal to professional life. I think I lost the balance a long time ago. It's just a mess. Everything is together right now. I know it's a problem. I know. I try to improve them, but right now it's a mess. But I'm like what Vimar said before. It's long time learning. Uh, we are learning since the moment we born, I guess, and some way when you are in the market or when you are a professional or working for someone, you start to learn more about professional things. It's, I don't know, it's more common because you use most of the time in the work, not in your house or with your family, just at the work. Yeah, I think it's more common, but continuous learning, there's no doubt that contribute for my personal and professional growth, and still contributing. Um, but I trying to use continuous learning for my personal things too, because life is not so about work. I have a personal life too, but I don't know. I like to learn new things. Like Bruno said before, it's myself need to understand how to learn. I guess that's the phrase. How to learn. It's a more difficult one because sometimes I start something new. I just want to finish them, and I forget to enjoy the path, enjoy the little things in the middle. I just I don't know. In my head, I just I need to finish. I need to go to the end. I like an objective. But yeah, I think it's good for my personal and professional life.
All right. So maybe we here, we are closing in age, and do you believe that traditional education system adequately promote a cultural and continuous learning? Maybe you can say about in the past in our school moment, But because I understand today, maybe you change a little. But go ahead. What do you think about, Jean, about the traditional education system?
Well, I think there is a lot to improve. Start with the little things. For example, I don't know how to say in English, but when you are adult, in your adult life, most of the people in here in Brazil, we need to make a ER, or I don't say, how can I say in English? It's imposto de renda. You don't learn this at the school, and you probably will use when you are adult. You don't know. Sometimes they don't learn about financial stuffs, some administration stuffs. I don't know. I think I don't remember exactly, but one time I I I saw a article, I guess, about how old are the school methods. I think it's 24, I don't remember, years ago. It doesn't change any much. Doesn't change. It's almost the same for 40 or 50 years ago. But yeah, I think the traditional education systems do not at some way promote some uh, culture or continuous learning, but I think there's a lot to improve them.
All right. So I understand, for example, that in the past, as special, we, if you conclude a specific step, a specific stage, for example, it's enough for your life, no? If you finish the high school, it's okay. If you finish the graduate, it's okay. And I understand now, maybe it's not so good, it's not promote continue learning because it's not necessary because it's possible to find a good job with only the high school. It's not necessary to continue to study, no, do the graduate, for example. I understand something like this, but what do you think about Tudma?
I have a very close opinion like Jean. For example, he talk about the college. Uh, they didn't teach us simple things to life. Simple because for example, we learn a lot of mathematics in school, like Pythagoras theorem, equation, second degree equations. It's a very hard
Yeah.
things. But you don't know how to calculate a tax, interest. You know, compound interest is juros compostos in finance. It's a very important thing because you have the tool to do that. You learn the tools to do that, but they don't teach you how to use those tools in your life. So I think it must be most if I think the education is very below connecting that is not it's disconnected to the current life. So if the education is more connected to the current life, it will be better. I think it's the best improve they can do. Simple things, not no. It could be much better, I think. So it's very. I have this. I think same opinion as John.
All right. You said about the financial, Jean said about the imposto de renda.
For example, I
That's a,
just learned financial. I just learned about how calculate a compound interest only in the MBA.
yeah. But you want to learn this, no? Because in
No, I didn't know.
the
I went to MBA. I didn't know I will have this. Okay, I went to a MBA school, so I didn't know what I'm gonna listen. So I listened there. Like, oh my
all
God, I have
right.
to. It's something that I need. I should learn it earlier, not only MBA course.
Yeah. Sure. I understand and I agree with you. I understand the traditional education system needed to improve a lot, and especially about this topic, the financial,
Yes,
because it's impossible today. It's something that you use a lot. You use the money all the time,
sure,
and
sure. And
the teenager, the adult, maybe
so I
even
become
the
more, I
adult
become,
don't know how to
yes,
use
you
it
you
correctly.
have to be, you have to be used to the subject, because just after BB, I start learning financial by myself. Because I have contact with the subject. I never have contact with the subject before.
In
Nowadays
the
it's
high
easier
school, for
because
example.
it's nowadays easier
No.
because you had a lot of channels that call that talks. YouTube channels have a lot of good channels that
Yeah,
talk
sure.
about. I follow some ones like uh, I have some examples of financial channels that I follow. So I start to learn and invest my money better. Just that.
I
Yeah.
just remember, guys, quickly, a really good example. We are now trying to improve our English. Depends of the country. You don't need that. You just finish the high school. You just know how to speak English, and we are trying to improve as adult ages. This I know is don't know. It's like a basic one for like German or Italy. They
Mm.
just finish the high school and just they just know
It's
how to
true.
speak in English. We are trying to improve it as an adult.
Yes, because our lack of education. For example, I met a girl from Portugal. She was air attendant, aeromoça.
Mhm.
She's at from college, just college, she could speak English and French.
Okay.
Just the college, at the basic college.
Oh my gosh. It's very
Yeah,
different here in Brazil, no?
yeah,
A big
and we
problem.
are trying to. We are still fighting with the Portuguese stuff. It's like
Yeah.
double S, one S, cedilha, the X,
Oh my gosh.
W. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So let's go the next questions. What role does self-directed? I understand it's possible to study alone, no? And the learning play in the area of information abundance. What do you think about, John? Is
Sorry, I was muted. What role does self-directed learning play in the era of information? Well, this is a tricky one because in the era of abundance, I think that's the right pronunciation, information, maybe sometimes you feel lost because there's so much information. And if you don't have any plans, just jump through the uh, sea of information, you probably be or feel lost. Um, maybe I talk mostly by myself. I need to plan something to go to straightforward because it's like a dictionary, and you when you just research for certain word, and they tell you a phrase, and there is another word in the phrase they tell you, you don't know what is like, and you just search for this word, and you just following the tail. I think that's it's like this way for me, and nowadays mostly at the time the internet, because the abundance of the information is like YouTube, it's Google. Now we have some AI stuffs like ChatGPT or something. There's so much information. You need to crystal clear know what you want to do or what you want to learn or something. uh, I think the self-directed is the I would use plan for this word.
yeah.
I need to plan to guide me for not feeling lost.
So nice. You said you have a lot of information, no? And in the other question, we told about this that in the high school, in the education, traditional education system, we didn't learn a lot this the good, the important topic, no, like financial, for example. And today we have many information. You use the technology for this, no? It's possible. Maybe we need to learn how to search this information because I have a lot of information, no? And I have a problem to search the correct information. Maybe it's the problem, the abundance. Abundance. I think the pronunciation abundance. Abundance. And you, Odmar, what do you think about this? We have a lot of information, but we don't know how to search this information, maybe?
Yes, it's a good topic because I heard a phrase from Mario Sérgio Cortella. He said, in the seas of the internet, many people uh, uh, in the seas, they drown, but only few people can sail. You know the phrase, the meaning? Because muita gente naufraga, poucos navegam.
Mm-hmm.
In
Yes.
the
Because
internet.
because
Yeah.
so you have so many poor or not good information that's so many things. Because the algorithms trick you. If you start to follow some content or some subject that's not good for you, the algorithms start to bring more this kind of stuff. So you have to be disciplined. You have to make a plan, like Jean said, and have to do it. Have to have discipline. I think it's the most
Right.
important thing. And it's sometimes difficult to find a specific subject, but
It's possible.
Sorry?
Yeah, but is it possible? No, I understand that self-direct learning is hard because we have a lot of information, but you need to search the correct information. No,
Yes.
but like in the other questions we said, the traditional education systems, it's not offered for you financial education, for example. But you have the technology nowadays, no? It's possible
Yes.
to search many things in this. If you
But-
want to learn it, I understand now it's possible.
It's
The
not only
technology
learning,
can
but
help you a lot.
for example, not only learning, you have tools to filter for example, have you heard about ChatGPT? ChatGPT, that's a tool that you put a PDF, a book, or for example, a scientific article. He resumed all the for you. So we have many tools to
Exactly.
self-direct learning.
But
Yes.
like ChatGPT, for example, you need to know how
No,
to
it's
ask
sorry.
it.
It was not ChatGPT. It was Chat PDF. Sorry.
PDF.
Yes,
All right.
it's Chat PDF. I switched the phone.
All right, yeah,
Okay.
but the like ChatGPT is the same. You need if you put the article and ask
No, it's
the
different. It's different. The Chat PDF is very different.
yeah, but it's possible. They bring for me the summaries the same, no?
But
In the
it's
ChatGPT.
very different. It's not like ChatGPT is better for other things. The
Yeah.
Chat PDF is specific for resume article or book.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Specific tool for
So let's go the next question. Jean, Odmar, can you read the number 4 answer for us?
Sure. How do emerging technology influence the need for ongoing education and skill development? I think the influence is very big. As
One minute, Odmar. Help me about this. The emergent technology, maybe I understand like AI,
yes,
something like this.
automation,
All right, go
AI,
ahead. Thank
for example, metaverso, this kind of
Oh,
things. Okay.
so nice. Thank you. Go
So
ahead.
yes, because those I think emerging technologies, it's amplify the universe things that you have to learn, or they give you more tools to learn or do things different. Like for example, there's some experiences using metaverse for doctors to operate by distance, but the doctor has to be a specific treatment to do that, or to do a diagnosis by distance using the virtual, like the patient is it's in front of you, but it's don't. So the patient has using sensors, the medicine sensors, and the doctor could do a diagnosis from very distance. So I think it's emerging technologies. Yes, they have a important paper on that.
So the reality is, it's not enough to know about the medicine, no? You need to know about the technology too.
Sure.
That's it.
Sure. I follow a channel, a guy that's it's a sportive medicine. He's specialized in operate with robots. It's totally different the way he said it's
person.
totally different. It's totally different.
Yeah.
So the guy that plays, for example, the guys that plays video games, they're more able to do that than the guys that never played.
Exactly. I listen about this. It's very interesting, no? Because
Yes,
all the
because
time
they
I judge my son that, oh my gosh, you only play the video game, but he have a great ability
Yes,
with the hand, no?
sure.
So you turn, Jean, what do you think about this?
Yes, it's just a quick topic. It's like because it's a mechanical skill. Yeah, when you're playing video games,
Yeah.
it's like people who use the computer at the keyboard of the computer as a more able to play the piano the mechanical way, because you have the skills in your fingers. When you try to play the piano at the first time, you have to, I don't know, very background with computer, the keyboard computer. You have some easy for you, because the mechanical stuff is like when you play the video game, it's you have some background with playing. You are more able to, I don't know, operate something using the robots or mechanical stuff, because it's I don't know the name. It's mechanical skills, I guess. But about the question number 4, how do emerging technologies influence the need for ongoing education and skill development? I was thinking, and on a specific point about ongoing education and skill development, about school or study something. Like we said before, nowadays you don't need to. Of course, if you are doing an name, you just need to write, but you don't need to do for school, for example. I don't know how to say redação. You just put the comments in the prompt, and they just give you all the information you need. And the schools, or I don't know, graduation, need to fight with this or just make peace with this, because it's more easy to receive information to do things. It's like I just need to put the chat comment, and they just give me the answer. And this is a very hard fight for education, mostly here in Brazil. Uh, and sometimes they influence in the bad way because you lost or you don't exercise how to think. It's just easy to you to write that down in a prompt like ChatGPT, for example. They just give you the answer. And I don't know. I think that I saw one time in an article too that we are start to getting, how can I say this in English? Start to getting dumb. I don't know if it's the right word to use here, but it's the only one I know because we don't need to think about it very much. It's more easy to get the answer, more easy to get the information. We use cell phones and other electronic stuff that uh, I don't need to remember my I don't know my wife cell phone number because it's noted in my cell phone. In my short-term memory, it's long-term memory. Sorry, I'm maybe lost this ability, but it's I think that there's a fight, yeah, for mostly for education, for a long time fight.
Yeah. Jean. So when we go at the job market, there are a lot of young people, and maybe you need to continue learning, no? How do you think that the continue learning, uh, minimize the gap in the workplace in society? Do you think about this, John? Because when you go at the job, you have the young people and the older people, no? Maybe it's possible to continue learning, minimize the gaps in this generation, maybe. What do you think?
Yeah, or well, it's some way my opinion may be, I don't know how to say, it's not the best or the mainstream opinion, but yes, there is a gap most of the time because there is the, how can I say, it's born in the age of the technology people. There's the youngest people and the more, I don't know, mainstream or old people. There's a gap mainly most of the time because of the technology stuff. But there is one thing that's crucial because not in general speaking, but at my work or circle, that young people are not, I don't know how they think, but they are, oh my gosh, it's not the right word, but forgive me, they are a little bit lazy. They don't want to do the hard work. They just
All right.
want the answer, the easy way. And sometimes there is no easy way. That is it's the middle in this gap. Sometimes people who are a little bit old, it's common to do the right way, is to do the job for put your hands and the stuffs. But how to minimize this gap? It's very hard. It's not an easy question to answer because I don't know. There is a big difference for the background of these people. But I don't know. Maybe sometimes about just choosing the technology. But there is one thing I was thinking about that it's a new ingredient, I guess. It's consistency. It's more important at this day because you can start everything and you just bring them there. just don't finish because there is a lot of offers in the table. but
Alright.
maybe with some consistency. Like there is a lot of things, but sometimes a little bit of consistency, we can just minimize this gap. But
Yeah.
it's a very hard one. Most of the time when we are talking about technology, for some people it's not fair at the way they move too fast. You just learning
Exactly.
something new this month, and next month
It's
just
complicated.
don't. Yep, you
Yeah.
need to learn again and again and
Again,
again and again.
again.
The
Of
time for
course.
technology is very short, and sometimes, or most of the time, this is not fair.
Yeah,
This is just
sure.
improve the gap, I think.
So nice. So, Juma, can you help us with this trick? Because sometimes it's hard, né? Like Jean said, minimize this gap. What do you think?
The continuous learning, yeah, it could help, but I think I have a similar as similar thinking as Jean. I think that the new generations, the new ones that come to the market nowadays, they are more anxiety about the result. They don't like the process. They don't want the result. It's because, but it's a thing that it's a thing because the mindset is different. The mindset, the society they are living, the way the tools they have to use, so they are more interested in the result, the fast result than the process. So when companies have the both professionals, the different age, I think they can uh, do better results because they have the anxiety, the because sometimes the anxiety, their sorry, their anxiety is good for for something, for some situations, but for other situations are not. So the balance, I think, you be the best. So
Alright.
I worked with many, for example, in the last job, I work with people with many generations. The youngest people from my team is youngest than my youngest son, just
Yeah.
20 years. My youngest son has 22. So it's good to deal with that. For me, it's a challenge because it's very different way of thinking. Sometimes I don't know. Jean used the word lazy, but I think the most appropriate word is anxiety.
Anxiety. Yeah, maybe. I understand that teenager today wants to look for a shortcut, wants to
Yes, it's
shortcut all
because
the
they are
time. No,
anxiety.
oh my gosh, okay, you need to respect the process. It's not a fast like the technology. No, you need to develop these skills. You need to, but I understand this is very ancient
On the
personal.
other hand, the technologies bring us a very difficult challenge because the velocity of our brain can't 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 follow anymore the advance of technology, especially if you talk about the AI. AI is something that will change the job relationships very fast. It's very difficult to people. Our brain is not capable anymore to follow this.
Yeah, update all the time is it's hard.
It's
For
not
me,
only
I'm not.
update, but it's not only the update, but it's maybe for example, in the future, some jobs will not necessary anymore.
Yeah.
So I think it's a threat of sustainability of the society. Okay, for me,
Maybe it's sad, but maybe we are the new horses.
yes, sure,
That was the power who moved the world. Now it's us.
yes, because the AI will be much more advanced brains than our brains in the
Yes.
future.
Yeah.
So that's it.
So nice. Let's go the next question for you, Ojima. The number 8, how do you balance the pursuit of the new knowledge with the demand of everyday life? Because you have many things today, many things to do, and how do you balance it to pursuit of new knowledge?
Yes, I think it's a very difficult task to to balance things in in our life regarding lack of time. I think the most important thing, the most important ativo financeiro, I don't know the translation of that, but it's time.
Yeah,
Every company is fighting for your attention. Every company, every attention, your attention is the most important thing. Because of that, you have few time to you have fewer time than before. So it's very difficult. You have to be very disciplined people, and
Yeah.
people don't. The people they go to the social media and forget about everything they have to do. Just that.
The time is something that everyone have the same quantity, no? The only 24 hours for the day. If you
Yes.
the rich person, the poor person, everyone have the same quantity.
The
So
same amount, yes, sure.
if you don't have time management, sometimes it's impossible
You'll be
to
lost.
balance this, no?
You'll be
And
lost.
you waste many time only sweep up the screen
Yes,
in the
yes,
Instagram,
true.
for example. Oh my gosh, it's
So
like the teenager, no?
it's
It's
why
terrible.
discipline is so important today nowadays.
That's it.
Yes.
Go ahead, Jan. Your turn.
Well, I was thinking as you was guy talking about for me is the key point here is I use the word plan because I don't know exactly how to use them, but why I using plan? Because as you said before, everybody has 24 hours per day, the same hours for everybody. And you need to do a plan to know how to use your time wisely for the same reason you said before. For example, life balance. Yeah, we have 24 hours. If is in my plans, learn, I don't know, Mandarin, I use a fraction from my time to learn Mandarin. But as we had an abundance of information, I don't make a plan, for example. I just, I don't know, I just learn basic of physics and just learning how to run. I just learn how to run a business or something, a bunch of topics. At the end of the day, I don't know exactly anything. I don't do exactly anything, and my time is gone. This is a bad thing. Yeah, but I think the balance here is to make plan for your future and be consistent. That's the hard way for me, but for me it's the key point here, because you usually start a month of things and don't finish anything and just lost in the middle. It's a tricky one.
Yeah, I understand you. Sometimes I need to prioritize what is important for the moment. And one thing that helped me a lot is the online course, because it's possible, and especially the asynchronous. I think it's asynchronous course because it's possible to watch it when you want, and when I do the other things, it's helped me a lot, no?
Yes,
So to balance this.
maybe the little problem here is called hobby. We need a hobby. and sometimes you start learning something as your hobby, and you judge yourself. I just lost my time with this thing. I not move on with this, but it's just a hobby. You need to be uh, something learn. Sorry, it's you need to don't need to how do you say to gain money to people pay you.
You don't,
I don't know.
it must be pleasure.
Yes, exactly. This is must be a pleasure. It's not for sell anything. It's not for other things. It's meant to be
I
pleasure.
have a little question just for fun. I agree we have to be pleasure with a job, but see, you pay your bills with love and friendship.
No,
Just for fun, this question.
we don't talk about jobs. I talk about hobbies. But what the question? Sorry.
Yes, but I understood that we have to love that that's the jump point, okay? For example, I love what I do, but see, we have to enjoy, not to earn money. But see, we can pay our bills with love and
Yes, but
friendship.
it's a different thing was what we're talking about. It's not about regarding
Yes,
the, yes.
okay.
All right. So let's go. How was the conversation, Ricardo, in the other room? Your mic is off.
Always. I apologize for I apologize to my colleagues about a specific situation because I'm a little exhaustive for me talk about this topic because I don't know is every people tell about this topic. I know it's that's important in the inevitable. Yeah, I understood. But sometimes I prefer to talk about the others matters. I
Topic?
know other
All right.
topics. But I that's nice that the
Yeah.
Elias and Julia bringing us important information about it, and that's nice. That's nice.
So nice. So for you, how do you balance the pursuit a new knowledge with
Yeah,
the demand of everyday life?
I
Elaborate.
I I I was talking with Elias and the Julia
Julia?
about this situation, and yesterday I participated uh, I participated in the meeting about this topic, and I have the opportunity to talk with a lot of people, and I have opportunity to talk about the professionals and the other things. And uh, sometimes nowadays I notice the people just uh, have two levels. In the is success and the failure. And there are a lot of levels between the two sides. So in this case, it's important to respect ourselves and
All the
try
time.
to uh, lead well with this expectative. Sometimes, oh, I'm okay. I'm okay. I it's necessary to search for new information and try to understand another's things, particularly nowadays, because well, the the technology in the other stuff run so fast, and sometimes it's hard to follow this flow. But sometimes that's okay. Yeah, I'm I'm I create a routine and try to study a little. I don't know, every day or every
Yeah.
week, depends on each person, I believe.
Yeah, I understand. In all areas of your life, we must have a balance, every time. So that's it, guys. thank you so much. Our time is up. So thank you, Edmar, Jean, Elias, Ricardo, for this moment.
Thank you.
And see you soon. If possible, participate with me in the other immersion. Learn Monday, 9 a.m. and
Great.
Saturday, 7 a.m. All right? See you
All right.
soon.